Hi, I'm Katie. I'm the social media manager,
I'm Samantha. I'm the director of the cattery.
and we work at the cattery.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we're going to talk about litter boxes, litter box problems, really.
Litter box problems, yeah.
That's a really common problem. We actually hear a lot about litter box problems from, adopters or people just on the internet in general, always asking us questions about their litter box issues with their cats. And there's quite a few different types of litter box issues you can have.
A lot of people, and this is another video, but a lot of people think that the cat is peeing outside of the box out of spite. Cats don't do things out of spite. That's another video. Don't argue with me right now. You can argue later.
No argues yet.
Cats do not pee out of the box out of spite. They're either anxious or something is wrong with the litter box, or they have a UTI.
And all three of those things can be fixed. It's not always just a cut and dry, oh, now it's all better overnight issue. Some of these issues do take a little bit longer to work through. But again, it's not, they're not punishing you. They're not angry. You didn't look at them wrong or whatever. There's something else going on. And I feel like you do your cat a favor if you let go of that idea that they're mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
And just try to figure out what the problem is, because there's a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
So the easiest thing to check is if they have a UTI.
Exactly.
So of course it could be the priciest one because you have to take them to the vet. But none of the other things we tell you to do to fix it will work if they have a UTI.
Exactly.
So get that checked first.
Yeah.
If they do have a UTI, great. Or not great.
Not great.
Not great, but at least you know why. Great that you know why.
Exactly. Easy, done.
Yeah. Treat them for that. I would say even take them back to the vet to make sure the antibiotics cleared it up. And then see if they're still peeing outside of the box, you have to retrain them, which we will go over probably at the end of this video.
Yeah.
The other reasons are their box isn't being cleaned enough, and enough is relative to your cat.
Yeah. Every cat has a different preference, and finding out which one your cat is, which if they're super, super duper clean cats, or they're just like, yeah, you can clean it whenever, I'll just keep going in it. There's your cat's in that somewhere.
We always recommend just scooping twice a day.
Yep.
It really doesn't take time. It's just a thing. Do it before you go to bed. Do it when you wake up.
Exactly.
You can be bougie and get a litter robot and it does it for you. You still have to empty the bag though.
You do.
It's not as gross.
It's not as gross because it just ties right up. It's nice.
We
We both have litter robots.
We do, but
they're great.
We saved up a long time for them.
Yes, we did. It is definitely not, the cheapest litter box you can have, but, if you've got quite a few cats, or maybe you just really don't like scooping, or maybe you're pregnant and you're supposed to not scoop, it's a good option. I mean, I still have other boxes too. I still have regular boxes.
Just not as many.
Exactly. I still scoop them twice a day, if not more. I have one cat that, oh my goodness, he will not use the box if there's anything in it at all. He won't. So, and he doesn't like the litter robot. I got really lucky. So that's fine. I'm happy to accommodate him because I love him. But yeah, I have to scoop usually that box, his favorite box, the only one he wants to use. I scoop that multiple times a day.
Think about it. Not many of us have just one cat.
No.
So if you have multiple cats using your litter boxes and you're not scooping twice a day, let's equate this to humans. So you have a toilet and you have multiple people living in your house, but you only flush it twice a day or once a week.
Yeah, imagine the smell.
Twice a week. Like, imagine that. You don't want to go in that. Neither does your cat. Neither does your cat. So that's why we say, a lot of people give us flack for saying do it twice a day. But if you think about that and how you would feel, now you know how your kitty might feel.
Exactly. And like we said, some cats are fine with that, but there's a lot of cats that aren't fine with that, and it's fine that they aren't fine with that. It's okay.
I had a cat. It wasn't pee, but if there was anything in the box, she would poop right next to the box.
Like, I'm not going in there.
Which was fine because it was right next to it. But
she's like, I got as close as I could.
Yeah, I'm not stepping.
You figure it out.
And I did only have one cat at that time. I know.
unheard of.
It was because I was 12 and my mother controlled it.
That's why.
True. I did not. I love to tell this, and I know Scott will watch this. I love to say this. I only had one cat when Scott, my husband, moved in with me.
Oh, so now we know.
So, I mean,
so
what is the difference in the scenarios?
No Scott, yes Scott, more cats, one cat. Yeah, I can see the connection here.
Obviously, it's his fault.
Yes. Enabling.
No?
No? Oh, I mean, he has a lot of cats.
Yeah. He brought all the cats.
Yeah. That's what it is.
It's the men.
It's their fault. I mean, like, oh, look at this cat. And he's like, okay. See, that's his fault. Whereas if it was just me, look at this cat. No, I shouldn't. But somebody said okay. So now it's
somebody said okay. So therefore you can't think for yourself and say this is too many cats.
No. I already got permission.
Yeah, you got permission.
Outside of me. Mm-hmm. Speaking of, I love that orange cat. You don't know why.
Oh, his face.
God, he's so cute.
His face. She'll put a picture up of this cat.
You'll see him. God, Sully. He's so cute. Anyway.
So, she brought up the smell. There's two kinds of smell issues that could cause cats to go outside of the box. One is litters are very perfumed for the people.
Yeah.
And sometimes the cats don't like that smell. It's too strong for them.
I don't blame them.
So you can also try unscented litter and see if that works. The other kind of smell, people love their covered litter boxes because, again, for the people, it traps in the smell. But it traps in the smell for the cat.
Yeah.
So if it's really stinky in there, because out of sight, out of mind, you're only scooping it.
Yeah, because you don't
smell it.
Every
few days, because you don't smell it, they can still smell it.
Yep. It's like an outhouse.
It's like an outhouse.
Yep.
And on the flip side of that, if you have multiple cats in a covered litter box, cats like to play, and some cats are more sensitive than others.
Yes.
So if you have a cat that, say, likes to use the litter box, and then another cat likes to get on top of the litter box and wait for them to come out and smack them, ambush.
Yeah, happens in my house.
They're gonna stop using that box.
That's probably what happened with Litter Robot. Because when he was using it in the beginning, and then Bandit, his brother,
ambushed him,
picks on him all the time.
When cats are using the bathroom, just like with humans and any animal, it's their most vulnerable time.
Yep.
Like in the wild, they pick places to go where other animals can attack them. So in this situation, even though the other cat is playing, or maybe not, maybe they're not playing.
Oh God,
they know.
Ha! I got you now. You're mine now.
Remember when you ate that last treat?
Time to pay.
So they're getting ambushed in that very vulnerable position.
PTSD.
And they're not going to use that box again because it's dangerous for them. They perceive it. Poop. They attacked me when I was pooping. When I was done pooping, they attacked me.
It was so embarrassing.
I mean, if I got attacked every time I came out of my bathroom, can you imagine the burglar? Or
every time you come out of the bathroom, I just pop a streamer in your face.
Yeah. Or you knock me down. I might make a different decision next time.
I'm never pooping again. Yeah. So anyway. Yeah. Yeah, covered boxes.
Yeah, they're good. If your cat likes them, that's great.
But your cat might not like them.
Yeah, so that's something to look at for sure if they're not using the box.
Yeah.
The scented litter. Some cats, like we said, are very sensitive. So if things cause them anxiety that you wouldn't think would cause them anxiety. So if you get a new couch or a new person comes in or a baby, we hear this a lot. Oh, I got a new baby and the cat won't stop peeing on their stuff. They're anxious.
New person.
That's a whole different video as well.
Baby?
Yeah, babies later.
Yeah.
So you can try to minimize their anxiety. We like calming collars and calming diffusers, which we also talked about in.
We did in another episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are great.
So those work.
They work for multiple cats too. The diffusers work really great for like a multi-cat. Plug it in near the box, right?
I would, yeah.
Yeah.
We use them here, and even though we use them in the rooms, we have some cats that still wear the collars.
Yeah.
Because they're just anxious little balls of fur.
Yes.
They're just anxious about everything. Tati.
I don't blame her. She's so little.
Yeah. She takes everything very personally.
Very sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish there was I guess there are prescription medications for humans, but I was going to say
for her.
I wish there was a calming collar for me.
Oh, yes.
Just like a little, I guess you might call it lavender.
Yeah, just rub a little lavender.
There is stuff. Never mind. I
mean, you could buy like a choker necklace, put lavender on it.
They have those.
There you go.
They do. That you can put essential oils on.
We'll get you one.
Okay, tangent.
Anyway.
Since people putting the litter boxes by loud places, like people love to put litter boxes in their laundry room. Sometimes those machines make loud noises.
Yeah.
If they get unbalanced, or just the noise in general can be uncomfortable for some cats.
Yep.
So they won't go in there. If they get off balance, that makes a terrible noise. That could scare
I don't like
them.
that noise. Yeah. It scares me.
If you put your yeah. Imagine that you're pooping and all of a sudden
Jumanji.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really scary. Probably wouldn't go in that bathroom ever again. I don't want to go to Jumanji.
There's also like a very common thing is if your cat is spraying, make sure they are neutered, spayed and neutered, or neutered, spayed or neutered. Like don't even try anything until you get them neutered.
Exactly.
Spray is marking territory, which is completely different than peeing outside of the box.
Yes.
One is usually against the wall because it's spraying, and the other is a puddle. So that's how you tell the difference between if they're marking or they're not.
Exactly.
If they are already spayed and neutered and you still think they're marking, you can also make sure there's no new cats in your neighborhood that are coming around your house. We can link a reference on how to keep cats out of your garden, like what you can put around your house to deter that. Also, the calming collar works for that too.
It does.
Because they don't feel like they have to protect their house or whatever.
Right.
They're not anxious about it.
Yeah, if your cat can see another cat out the window that's not familiar with, it's really likely they're not going to be happy about that.
Yeah.
Cats are territorial, and they're going to be like, that cat's trying to come in here and use my litter box. So
eat my food.
Or
cuddle with my mom.
Yeah, exactly. You got to fight that guy. Just pee on everything and let him know he can't come in here. Makes sense to me.
Another just common mistakes that people make are like if you have a 2-story house, you need boxes on both levels.
Yeah.
Back in college, I had a boy roommate and we had a townhouse that was 3 levels, and there wasn't a bathroom on the main level.
Oh no.
So girls being civilized would go up and downstairs to use the bathroom, but just imagine what the boys did.
Oh no.
Especially in college when you're having adult beverages.
Yep. When you're finding yourself in college, just exploring everything.
Yeah, if there's not a bathroom on every level,
especially wherever I am. Yeah. That's fine.
Over the balcony.
Yeah. In the sink.
Especially babies, because they're if it's a new cat, a baby that you're bringing home, it takes them a while to adjust and acclimate and know where everything is. So it's important all the time, but especially in those situations,
Yes.
to have litter boxes on every level. Already, we recommend, even if you just have one cat, to have multiple litter boxes. If like you're not living in a tiny apartment, if it's a big house and you want multiple around the house, like I have, not a good example. I have
I'm not a good example. I have 5 cats, and we have actually we have 6 litter boxes.
You're supposed to. The rule is have one more than you have cats. So she has 5 cats, 6 litter boxes.
I'm doing it right.
She's doing it exactly right. Some people don't have space for that.
Yeah.
So as long as you don't have a problem,
yeah,
then 5 is fine. 5 would be fine. But
yeah, because I have a litter robot too, which cleans itself. So I feel like that technically counts as 2. But not really, because Mochi won't use it, so that's why. That's why I added another one. I have one, actually, because of Mochi, my cat, the one who's really picky. We have a litter box in a lot of places. Like, we don't have one in the laundry room, but I have one in one of my closets in my bedroom. We have 3 in the living room. Like, I have different types. We got it all. I think we have one in one of the kids' rooms because sometimes he gets shut in there with them. So he needs a box in there in case he gets shut in there, because he's a hider. He'll hide under the bed. We don't know he's in there. We shut the door. He needs a box because he'll just go wherever he wants, because he's the king of the house. So, so yeah, we got boxes pretty much anywhere that he could get shut, and that's also a reason why we clean them so often, because him, and you don't want litter boxes that stink anywhere.
Yeah. You don't want your house to smell like a litter box.
No.
Another thing is, if you have a declawed cat, please never declaw your cat.
Don't.
But if you did, or if you have one, like adopted one that was already declawed, as they get older, sometimes it happens right after they're declawed, which hopefully you're not in that situation, because you're not going to declaw any cats.
Yeah.
But it's very, very painful. So when they wake up, or during the recovery process, they get up to go to the bathroom and it hurts them. So they associate that pain with the litter box, so they stop using it, which is actually why they stop using it when they have a UTI, because they start associating it with the pain of the UTI.
Exactly.
So that can happen right away. If your cat is older and is declawed and stops using the litter box, they are likely to have arthritis, or declawing changes the way they walk. So over time, that's going to make their bones hurt and their joints hurt.
Exactly.
So using the litter box becomes painful to them, or it just gets in there and hurts them.
Yeah.
So they start associating the box with pain. They stop using the box. The number one thing I tell people to use to help that is to have a regular litter box and put a pee pad in it, because it's soft. Because a lot of those cats start using the bathroom rug because it's so soft and cozy. They start using that.
Exactly.
So if you mimic that in a box next to a regular box, they'll start using that. And the pee pad is way better than your bathroom rug or your clothes or anything else cloth.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you don't want your rug smelling like cat pee. But that's a great idea. The litter box next to the yep. That's smart. That's a great idea.
It is a great idea.
It is.
It works.
It's like she knows what she's talking about.
It is.
She's like a genius, a cat genius. This.
I've been doing this for a while.
Yes, she's got it down. Listen to her. And also, don't declaw your cat. Don't say it one more time. Cats. Please. Yeah. Please don't do it.
So if your cat is in a position where, like a UTI or whatever, where you fix the problem but they're still peeing outside the box, you might need to retrain them.
Yeah.
So if you have a large dog crate, or even a medium-sized dog crate, you can even do this in a bathroom, but a crate is really easy. You put them in the crate, which I know is hard because they're your baby and they've had run of the house, but you put them in the crate with only their litter box and their food and water for like a day. And if they use the box, then you put a bed in there. This is especially good if they're using your clothing to pee on. If they after a day, if they use the box and not the bed, then you can graduate them into a bathroom. I would still pick up the rug.
Mm-hmm.
You can have their bed, food and water, their litter box in the bathroom. If after a day they don't pee outside of the box, then you just keep going up in steps. So then they can go to, if you have a large closet where your clothes aren't all over the place, like my closet.
Or mine. That's what it is.
You do the same thing in a bigger room until they graduate to the whole house, and they're hopefully using the box. If at any time during that process they make a mistake, you move back one step. If they're declawed or they were in the bathroom phase, you can do the box with the pee pad in it and just see if they use it. That might be, even if they weren't declawed, if it was just a UTI, that might be something that they really like if they were using your clothes or your bedding or whatever, and then just keep graduating. And you might just be stuck with a litter box with a pee pad in it, but that's still better than
that's
peeing
better
all over the house.
Exactly. It's better than on your rug or anything, because cat pee is really hard to get out of things. A lot of people, that's a whole nother video, by the way, but it's a lot of people don't do it right the first time, and then that pee is set in and it's never going to go away. It's done. It's forever.
There are a lot of good cleaners, but even they can only do so much.
Exactly. Yeah, and if your cat is using the same rug over, it's done.
It's done.
Throw it away. Or live with it. It's up to you. I'm not going to judge you.
We don't have to go to your house and smell it.
You do you.
You do you.
Over there. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Just kidding. So, I think we covered everything.
I think so.
Cats outside, declawed cats.
Multiple cats.
Scented
litter.
I guess one other thing, if you're using a litter that is textured and hurts their paws, like
some of them have crystals in it.
Yeah, crystals, some of the crystals. I use Tidy Cat Breeze, which are little pellets, and they are kind of hard. So some of my cats actually don't like that. Actually, they all liked it until the last cat I brought home. She's the reason for all this change in my house. It's why I have the litter robot, because she will only use clay litter. She will not use the Tidy Cat pellets.
There's so many different types of litter.
Yeah, so because they hurt her feet and she didn't. She was like, "I love you, Mom, but no." And the other cats were like, "I love you, Mom. I'll do anything you want."
Yeah. And then this one's like,
I don't know you that much.
Yeah, you're cool.
You're cool. Whatever.
I don't know what you're trying to make me pee in. This is weird.
Yeah, she did not like the litter pellets. So, like, always be. It goes along with the scented litter. Just be cognizant of the
type of litter you
choose. And that they might not like that type of litter.
Exactly.
We might as well address it.
No.
Because we're going to get a lot of comments
about
pine pellets. So.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
We will say in every video that we do not like pine pellets. And the reason we don't like them is because in our environment, have you ever used them at home?
Yes, I did when Mochi had his cast. I didn't like it there either, honestly. Like, I'm very sensitive to smells, and I use an unscented clumping litter for my litter robot. And every other box, because it's just confusing to buy all these different litters. But when my cat broke his leg, we switched to a pine litter for a little while because it was the clumping was sticking to his cat. It was gross. I could smell that pine litter from everywhere in the house. It just, it's not for me.
So here in the shelter, we obviously have 5,000 litter boxes. And putting the pine litter, you can tell me that it's not scented. You can tell me that all day long. I can smell it. And it smells like a hamster cage.
With cat pee in it.
With cat pee in it.
Double bad.
So, if you don't have 5,000 litter boxes, maybe you like it. Maybe yours doesn't smell like a hamster cage. we just don't like it.
We're not going to
So
use it here.
on so many videos any video we post about litter boxes and litter, someone will say, you should try pine pellets. That's why we don't. But if you want to try them and you like them and your house doesn't smell like a hamster cage, great.
Yeah, give it a
and
shot.
your cat likes it is really all I
That's
care
really
about.
all that matters. Is if
that's
your cat
all
likes
that matters.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's why we don't like it.
Issue addressed. No pine litter. We're not using it here at the shelter, and I won't use it at my house. But you do you. Again, you want the pea rug and you want the pine litter. It's up to you. Live your dreams. Yep. Did we cover everything?
Yeah, I think we covered everything.
Covered it all. So, we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you come back next Monday for another podcast. And of course, ask us your cat questions.
Yeah, ask us questions and
we want to answer.
Yeah, we'll answer. We'll make videos.
Yes, indeed.
With probably a lot more information than you wanted.
Yeah, a lot more. Plus lots of, giggling. That's what we do. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.